Hey everyone, today I'd like to go over different types of rubber worms, rubber baits, and how to rig them properly. Try to help out some of the new fishing community, people who are new to fishing and want to learn more. So before we get into it, you can find me on Fishing and Floating, also on Fishbrain, TikTok, Instagram. I always appreciate the follows, likes, and shares. If anybody's got any questions, especially you newer and beginner people, send me a message on any one of my platforms. I always respond to everybody, try to help everyone out. Thanks, guys. All right, first up we have the Texas rig. It's nice weedless. It's pretty easy. You got a sinker that slides up and down the line on a bullet sinker. Pretty easy one to set up, guys. I'll show you this one real quick. First, you want to start with an offset shank hook. Fairly simple rig to do. I like to count 1, 2, 3, come in, come out, pull it up, and then once you get up to the top, you want to spin it around, and you want to measure where you're gonna be straight. So right there, you want to fold the worm, pop it through, and it's straight. Now you just give it a little tug, let the tip of the hook set, and now it's weedless. Fairly simple. Great rig. Fish absolutely love this rig. Really great one. So one very important thing is you want to make sure from here to here that your worm is straight on the hook. A lot of times people don't have them straight, they don't have it set right up in here, and your worm just won't swim right. So in order to get it to swim properly, you want to make sure that your worm is straight. Couple tips for fishing this rig. A lot of people like to let it sink down, hit the bottom, then they'll jig it up and it'll come back down. And that's the purpose of the slide weight here. That's a very great method. The other thing that I noticed is if you just retrieve it very slowly, it'll sink down 3 or 4 feet and just extremely slowly retrieve the worm. It'll get some great action, kind of looks like an eel, and bass absolutely hit it. Next up, we got a jig head. This is a saltwater setup. This is pretty self-explanatory. You just run your rubber bait up the hook and you tie off. You've already got your weight there and you start jig fishing. Another great one, guys, is this rocker head. It's weighted, sinks you right down. Get yourself a nice paddle on there or something, and this will sink right down to the bottom, and it's called yo-yoing, and this will give this some great action as it's flowing through the water. Late summertime, a lot of these bass, they like to hide really low, deep in the cool water. You don't have to set this particular one's weedless because it's got a little channel there for the hook to sit right into, but these are great. These are produced by a company called Headbanger. So basically all it is, it's just a bass hook with a weighted spoon on the front. Now there's many different types, and this is just a small fraction of just different types of rubber baits that you can use. Now, some of the things that I've noticed with, especially a lot of beginner fishermen, they're struggling with the rubber baits. They're not using them long enough. They're not using the right kind, the right color, the right sense. Just depends on the pond that you're at or the lake. So what you need to do is you need to practice and you need to try different stuff. I've noticed a lot of murky waters, a lot of the light colors, white, yellow, stuff like that works pretty well, and vice versa with the non-murky water. So you just need to get out there and you need to try the different rigs and you need to try what works for you. It's a great method, and it gets you away from just lures and gets you away from, you know, shiner fishing, which is kind of cheating. So, and with that being said, guys, just get out there, have fun, try some different baits, different lures, Tell me what works for you. Tell me what you tried out and what works. Maybe I'll try it out. Thanks for watching, guys.